get going. Respect everyone's time. So, Jackie.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We are so honored when we know the value and importance and commitment of our volunteers, and there's just not enough ways to say thank you, but we wanted to certainly acknowledge a number of our volunteers today and our entire volunteer group that really helps in support of the mission of the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois. There's a famous quote by Margaret Mead that says, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed individuals can change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has." And if that saying has stood the test of time, and it definitely applies to our wonderful group that is assembled here, as well as those that will have the opportunity to view this recording later. So I just, as the CEO for NKFI, that honor, and on behalf of the board, want to thank all of you, because we could not execute this mission, could not. You guys inspire us, you motivate us. There's times you guide us. And Lisa can tell you, she was helping at a screening. There's times you kind of move us out the way, so move us out the way a little bit to keep the mission going, and that's all good. So with that, and there's so many dimensions to our mission, and looking at this group that's assembled here, and each of you touch our mission in different ways. And so the team, and I want to thank the dynamic team in KFI, and those that have worked to pull this together, especially I would say Monica and Sarah Jane, Rachel. Thank you all for helping to really structure and organize and move us forward. So with that, again, thank you so much. And I believe I'm turning this back over. I'm turning this back over to you, Monica.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. And I want to thank the whole team in KFI that has joined us this
Yes.
afternoon, because we certainly um, appreciate you for taking time to be with us, to thank our volunteers that are such an integral part of our team. And just to quote Shirley Chisholm, service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth. And those of you that take time to serve with us to better the kidney community overall are just invaluable to us. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone. Everybody who knows me knows this mission is deep in my heart, down to my bones, and many of you feel that same way. So I guess that's why we make such a great team. So we're going to start off recognizing our honorees, and I have the privilege to, and if I can do this without getting weepy, I will do it. I have the privilege of honoring my friend, my wonder twin, Kimberly Gosell. Um, so I guess maybe, Sarah Jane, can we highlight Kimberly? Kimberly should have Kimberly should have received in the mail a package from us with a beautiful award uh, for her as the Volunteer of the Year. I can't say enough about Kimberly and the work that she does for us. Um, she she has helped us with development, with our gala. She helps us with programs. She facilitates take charge and takes it to a level above what some of us employees do. She helps with outreach. She is my sounding board. She guides me many times, reminds me of things that I should uh, know. I'm leaving something off. There's just so much that she does. She does it with grace. She does it with kindness. She does it with diligence. She's not easy. She will push you when you don't want to be pushed. You're like, back off, girl. I'm tired. But Kimberly knows no end. And I appreciate that. And we appreciate that. And NKFI is all the better for it because of all that you do. And even when you're not at your 100% best, you still give. And for that, we thank you. So I'm glad you received your award. I don't know if you have it there that you can show us. But
Chris, can you
But
grab
if
it?
you and at this point, if you want to say something, you can, because I made it through what I had to say without really shedding tears.
Oh, you did it without, and I'm over here crying. I am grateful for this. I did not expect it. And so when the box arrived and I asked my daughter if she had ordered something from Amazon because I didn't. But I'm honored because, like you said, Monica, this is the award. It's beautiful. We're gonna find a place where it goes so that nobody can knock into it. But this is not a job for me. It is definitely my passion and my purpose. And I have gone through a lot to stand in these moments. And so when I push because the things that I'm trying to accomplish are things that I wish I had when I started on this journey. So my goal is to help others and arm them with the information and the resources and the support that they need, because this journey is not an easy one, not only for myself, but for family members of those that support us. And so I don't even have a lot of words before I start bawling, but I thank you all for this recognition. And I look forward to continuing to further expand your mission and further help those that are still coming through the pipeline. Sadly, there are many, but with us locking arms with them, we can help them get through this journey a little easier than we have. That's all I
Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.
You're awesome. And I am going to turn it over to Rachel now. Oh, Jackie, did you want to say something? Jackie wants to say something before Rachel.
By phone. So Kimberly, I can probably help with a little bit with the tears, because I'll tell you why. When Rachel and Monica shared that the Take Charge class had been temporarily moved to the end of the month, I was like, okay, that means I get to call Kimberly to get her to help me with development. Oh, yay! So with that, no, again, your diverse and phenomenal skill set and your contributions are greatly appreciated. And seriously, I am going to be calling you. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to, if it's up with your permission, I'll turn it over to Rachel.
Actually, we're going to turn it over to Angelique.
Oh, Angelique. Okay. All right.
Yes, Angelique is next.
Okay. All right.
For the Illinois Migrants Council.
Fantastic.
Okay. So I'm going to start with we're going to be giving a volunteer recognition to the Illinois Migrant Council. And I just wanted to say one of my first tasks as a program manager was to connect and collaborate with other community-based organizations that were on the grant with us with IPHA. And my first stop was Cobden, Illinois, where I met Miguel and his team. And they walked me around their space and they showed me where they work at and what they do in the community. And when he was done, Miguel said, if you ever need us and you're in Southern Illinois, just call and we'll be there. And I was like, oh, okay. And I believed them. So I called and I called and I continue to call. And the team has always answered the call for our volunteers, be it translators or working in the kidney mobile stations. And they bring their energy and their talents. And I just want to say thank you to all of you and for always supporting us in the Southern Illinois regions and our efforts that we are trying to get across when we're down there. So thank you so much to Miguel and his team.
And I'll just
Well,
piggyback and say that the first thing I learned about Miguel was from Sky, who said Miguel was her Superman. And I have to say, all of Illinois Migrant Council, all of you are just supermen and women. You're amazing, and we're so grateful for you and for everything that you've done to help us support our screenings and our outreach in the southern part of the state.
And I'll say that Miguel has an award there. I see the blue box for the volunteer, our volunteer organization of the year. So you want to show us your hardware
yes,
that
well,
you received?
yes, I want to say thank you to all of you, for this great recognition. We really appreciate that. So this is the awards. It's very nice. Okay, we are very happy for it. We are very happy to collaborate with all of you, providing this amazing benefit to all our communities, especially those who are in the rural areas. In our case, well, we have been happy organizing the different mobile clinics with all of you, and where we also provide services to our Hispanic community. As you know, the Illinois Migrant Council is focused in the Hispanic community, but participating with all of you in all the mobile clinics has been great, and we hope to continue doing that in the next month and the next years. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all of your help. It's amazing. All right, so it's back to me, and I have the honor to introduce another friend, Terry Calhoun. Terry is a kidney transplant recipient, and he volunteers with us. He never hesitates to come when I call him for outreach. He's involved with our programs team too, and just is always there, willing to help with sound advice. You can count on him. If he says he's coming, he's going to be there. He tells you what time, he's never late. And he takes it seriously and works diligently and really supports NKFI and particularly me most of the time. And I certainly appreciate Terry. He's my friend. We knew each other in college, and now kidney disease keeps us connected. So kidney disease is a tough road to handle, but the journey is better when you have friends to go along with you. So Terry, congratulations for being one of our honored volunteers. And just want you to know that we appreciate you tremendously for all your help and support.
I really take serious volunteering with National Kidney Foundation. I am grateful for all of your years of friendship, Monica. As a person who suffers from renal failure, I think it's important that the message be told. All have a message, but getting it across, I especially like the health fairs, especially when we partner with other organizations like the Urban League. I like the Urban League's book bag giveaway because, as we all know, it starts as a youth that renal failure can possibly be prevented based on exercise, based on diet, based on not having hypertension. So I like to be able to stress that to youth, but I also like to be able to stress it to other people who are unaware that they may be suffering from hypertension and other factors that can lead to renal failure. So I'm pleasantly pleased and grateful to God above to allow me to be able to serve as a volunteer, to be able to tell my story, and hopefully to be able to impact one person or other people. We might be able to save somebody else from suffering from what we suffer from.
Thank you, Terry. Terry received a note of thanks from us and a little gift card.
Very
So
beautiful.
thank you, Terry.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am now going to turn it over to Rachel.
So I'm really pleased to be able to share Lisa Givens, or Lisa G, who is on this call as well. And the very first time I met Lisa G was at a kidney mobile screening, and she did the most amazing thing. She made sure that Regina ate lunch, and I was eternally grateful to her that day for taking such good care of our staff. But Lisa has always been there. She's been at our walk. She's been on our podcast. She's at World Kidney Day. She's at screenings. I feel like when I think sometimes of the mission, I think of Lisa G, and I think of how fortunate we are to have her as a volunteer and to share her energy and her commitment and her story and to really help people and be there for people. So I'm so honored to thank Lisa G. I'll turn it over to you, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Rachel. I'm so honored to be honored. Yeah, I started working with the National Kidney Foundation probably about 30 years ago. I used to work in the basement, stuffing envelopes and licking the envelopes and mailing them out to different people all over. And I enjoy working with National Kidney Foundations along with all other organizations around. You name it, I'm a part of it. Actually, I'm going to Washington, D.C. next week to learn how to share my story with legislators. So I'm so excited about that. And I will be able to present my story much better. And this is my passion. I'll play when it comes to this organization. I just love what I do. I love sharing my story. I love telling people to drink water and don't drink those brown pops because it can mess your kidneys up. So I am so honored and grateful for you all choosing me to be one of your volunteers. And thank you all. Thank you, Monica, for the years of friendship. I was honored to meet her donor family. Oh, they are the bomb. They were very nice people, and they shared with me the story of her donor, and it was just amazing. So I thank and God bless all of you all. I love working with all you all, especially at the walk. Sometimes it don't turn out so well, but you all turn it over and y'all make sense and make it right. So I love working with you all. Thank you. Oh, and Ezalik, you too. Ezalik was my roommate in 2010 when we went to the transplant game. So love you, girl.
Love
Okay.
you too.
Be quiet because I can go on and on.
Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate you so much. All right, it's back to me. And I am going to now honor Gwen Morris. Gwen and I met in a different organization, but she's a kidney transplant recipient. And I said, come on over here, work with us too. And Gwen is just an amazing force all by herself. Gwen plans events, and she just calls us up and tells her what supplies that she needs. She doesn't need us, she just needs the supplies. And she goes out there and she does her thing, and she has her seniors on the move, and they will dress all in orange. They do whatever Gwen tells them to do. So Gwen is an amazing force who's out there raising awareness about kidney disease and organ donation on a regular basis. And she's a little sidetracked. She had to have a little procedure done. And so they had to have her relax for a little while, but she's aching to get back. And we miss her out on these streets of awareness. But I want you to make sure you take your time and don't come back until you are 100%. But I do want you to know how much we appreciate you and all the work that you do and all the events that you plan and all the materials that you spread throughout the South Side of Chicago. So thank you so much for all that you do, Gwen.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And by the way, we were going to do a thing at Shirley Ryan Rehab.
Oh
I
my
was
goodness.
over
So she
so
was in the
I'll be
rehab. She was
ordering
going to
some
have an event.
material. Yeah. So it's my passion, my love, and by me receiving a kidney, that's the least thing I can do to give back to educate and make people aware of this. And I'm really grateful and honored to be honored. And thank you all so much for everything that you do. And I guess that's all. Everybody's taken all the words from me.
Oh. Well, did you receive your certificate in the mail from
Yes,
us?
it's
Okay.
beautiful. My frame got damaged, but I figured out I think
Oh.
I can glue it back. I think I can fix it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry it got
yeah,
damaged.
yeah. But it's a gorgeous certificate. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so next I am going to honor Jerry Taylor. Jerry is an amazing advocate who's another person who comes when we call. And I can't say thank you enough, Jerry. I know that you are really busy with your work and with, the ladies and all that, but that's another story. But I know you're really busy, but you never hesitate to come when we call. And when you come, we can count on you. You're always here, you're solid, and you are thorough and you're helpful. You give me good sound advice all the time, and I really, really appreciate you. And you give me a hard time sometimes, but that's okay. I appreciate that too, because I probably deserve it. But yeah, you are amazing. And I just want to say thank you for all of your support and all your help. Jerry helps us with the programs committees. He helps us with outreach. He helps us when we're out there with parades. He just never says no. He tries to say no, but he always comes around. So I really appreciate you, Jerry, for all your help.
Thank you so much, Monica. I appreciate it. I did receive my certificate, so thank you to you and the whole NKFI family. It's just a pleasure to be an advocate for this. At first, Monica just told me what I needed to do, and I had to show up. I had no say so, but now I am very looking forward to it because I had someone come up to me here at my job and say, you need to tell your story more because it can bring awareness to people. So I used to be shy about it, but I preach it and tell it to the rooms, to the masses, and it makes a difference. It makes people more comfortable to come out and speak about it. And so I appreciate the push from you guys. And it's just an honor to be here with everyone else as well. So I echo everyone's sentiments that they have shared so far. So just thank you so much, and look forward to continuing to support the mission.
Thank you, Jerry. And now I'm going to turn it over to Rachel.
Thanks. Angelique and I are going to tag team because we are honoring Lynden Schuyler, or Sky. So I'll start and then turn it over to Angelique. So the first time we met Sky, we were working with IPHA, and Sky got so excited about the kidney mobile and was able to bring us in, and then also able to really help us establish so many great partnerships throughout the state, and really is like the cheerleader. She's the one that wants to be in the Sydney the Kidney costume. She's the one that has the kidney, Hello Kidney shirt. Like, she is one of our biggest cheerleaders. And one of the great things and one of the cool things I feel like I've learned from Sky is that she's also an amazing relationship builder. So she's really great at bringing us all together and inspiring that shared vision and getting everybody excited. So for World Kidney Day in Anna, she really was able to help us bring together a giant community and have a wonderful celebration. And just to quote I'm gonna cry quickly talking about Sky, but to quote a Sky is there was just so much love in the room. And I feel like that's kind of how Sky leads and how her enthusiasm and her excitement helps lead too. So Angelique, I'll turn it over to you.
Oh, wow. Well, Rachel, I think you said almost everything, but I just wanted to say, Sky, your support and guidance with the introductions to the new partners have been so amazing and huge in moving the mission and the work that NKFI does throughout Illinois, just moving it forward. And we just want to thank you for just showing up for the screenings and ready to do whatever the day brings. I think Sky's famous words is when she show up is, how can I help? And that just always makes me feel better when she says that. Either let it be setting up the workstations, breaking stuff down, working with the people that come in. I just want to say, Sky, we really appreciate your hands-on approach to volunteering and all that you bring.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to all that. Other than what I've said so many times, I feel like the past 3.5 years that I spent with NKFI and the Kidney Mobile are probably, these are some of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. And of course, chronic conditions have always been key to all the work I do in public health. I'm thrilled I was able to make the relationships for you and with you. I'm continuing those with my university work. It's one of the reasons I was talking with Miguel earlier, and I have a project planned. So I will continue to work in Southern Illinois, even though I won't be specifically working on kidney disease. It will be certainly making lives better for people who work really, really hard and sometimes don't get the rewards they deserve. But working with you guys was amazing. Just incredible. Every single moment was a joy. Every single moment was just something I cherish completely. So just thank you for letting me be part of it.
And we sent Sky a certificate as a thank you. At
Yes.
some point when we get the budget, we will have a skid steer. We'll have to get a Sky a Sydney the Kidney costume, but for now we'll start with the certificates.
For the next time you're in East St. Louis, right?
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Rachel and Angelique and Sky. So now that we've thanked you for all the work that you've done, let me tell you about some work that continues to need to be done. So we do have we have some outreach events coming up in let's see, in June that we could use help with. On Juneteenth, we've been invited to participate with an event in Bolingbrook. And then on June 28th, we have an event at Trinity Church on 95th Street. So we can give specific details. If any of this piques your interest, just reach out to me or Vivian. Vivian's on the call. Vivian McCula is helping with volunteer events. And there's one more that I can't see
Are
right
you
now.
doing the walk this year?
Yes, we're going to be talking. That's next on our agenda. We are definitely going to talk about the walk.
Okay.
So yeah, so those are a couple of events, and events are being added to our schedule every day, and we're always looking for volunteers to help us with outreach events. So be on the lookout for emails, because we do send out constant contact emails listing the outreach events and asking for help. If you are not receiving constant contact emails, then you may not be on our volunteer registration list. We realized that our volunteer of the year, Kimberly, never registered to be a volunteer. She just got voluntold and started working. That may be the same for Jerry. I don't know. But those people who are on speed dial on my phone don't have to worry, because I'll reach right out. But it's a good thing to be on our email list, so that you will you can register and you will receive our emails, and you can volunteer for the things that interest you, and you don't have to wait to hear from me personally. So now I'm actually going to turn it over to Molly, who is going to talk to us about the walk and the ways that you can volunteer and have a team. So I'll turn it over to Molly now.
Awesome. Thank you, Monica. And great segue, Gwen. So thank you for that. So it sounds like many of you have been involved with the Walk for Kidneys before. I'll just give a quick little overview. And we are excited it is our 25th anniversary Walk for Kidneys this year at Diversity Harbor in Lincoln Park. And that is on Sunday, June 9th. So in about a month from this week. Now, there's a whole plethora of ways that you can help as a volunteer, including registration, getting walkers checked in, passing out t-shirts, that sort of thing, helping to distribute snacks, water, working in our kidney zone, kid being capitalized, where our younger walkers can find games, face painting, other activities, and so many more options. If you would like to learn more about different volunteer opportunities or about signing up for having a walk team or registering as an individual walker, you're welcome to get in touch with me after this. I'm actually going to drop my email in the chat or check out our website for more details. So thank you all so much. I definitely just want to echo all of my colleagues' gratitude for all that you do. Thank you, and hoping to see you on June 9th in Diversity Harbor.
All right. Thank you, Molly. Let's see, what's next? Rachel, what's next?
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. So, you know what, I want to give a chance.
If I can just say one quick thing, sorry.
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
have plenty of other opportunities too. It sounds like you've heard a lot from all of our various volunteers about how they've been involved with Kidney Mobile, outreach events, events like the Walk for Kidneys, educational programs, and we also have community health talks from time to time, and those are an opportunity to share your story with an audience where we're going into churches or community centers to talk about prevention and teach people easy things they can do to either slow the progression of kidney disease or prevent it from happening in the first place. And so we have a medical speaker who comes and teaches those things, but we also want to share real life stories so people can hear from real people. It's not just an idea of kidney disease. They're hearing from real people who have lived with this chronic illness and have a story to tell. So if you're interested in that, I'll put my info in the chat too. And we'd love to have you out at one of our community health talks. And there's dozens and dozens of other opportunities to help out within KFI. And so we're very grateful that you've given us any of your free time at all. And we are so grateful that you're doing it for such a great cause and spreading the message about kidney health.
And I was just going to say too, thank you, Sarah Jane. I was going to say, since we do have some time left, I would love for our team members who are on to be able to introduce themselves. Oh, Jackie's got something to say. Go ahead, Jackie.
Real quick, while we're on volunteer opportunities, okay, it relates to the other component of Monica's role, which is in the advocacy arena. And what I was looking at and thinking about with the Migrant Council and Sky, you never get away from us, that as part, we are members of the Illinois Kidney Disease Prevention and Education Task Force. And we had already held 2 community or town hall meetings. One was in Chicago, one was in Rockford at the end of last year. The task force is going to be circling back and definitely coming to Central and Southern Illinois over the next few months. And so this is another opportunity to come, tell your story, speak in an environment where elected officials will be able to hear, as well as other valued community members. So as we develop the kidney plan for the state of Illinois, that your voice and your input matters. And there'll be more to come on that. And you guys already have Monica. Monica, I'm not putting Monica, you can put your name in the chat, but they all know you already anyway. But, Monica in her role as Senior Director of Outreach and Government Relations, I'm kind of focusing on the government relations side now. And that is a major part of our mission, where we know that it helps to empower our kidney communities. And so with that, kind of turning it back over, I know you were going to introduce other members of our phenomenal NKFI team. It takes the team, it takes volunteers to make a difference. So Monica, you want to go ahead? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie, and thank you for that reminder about the task force and our town hall meetings. So let's see, we've heard from Rachel and Angelique already. Shella, why don't you introduce yourself and let everyone know your role with us?
I'm sure.
Shella's
Hi.
the quiet force behind us all.
I'm Shella. I'm the Chief Financial Officer at the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois. And thank you all for all you do.
Nothing runs without Shella. We heard from Molly already. Okay, Vivian.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vivian. I'm the coordinator for administration and board engagement. And thank you for everything.
And Vivian also supports us with volunteer engagement. So you will sometimes hear from Vivian or get messages, emails from her. So thank you, Vivian. Cody?
Hi, my name is Cody. I am the Marketing and Communications Coordinator at the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois. And I want to thank you guys so much for everything that you do.
Cody's the guy behind all the Facebook and Instagram posts. Tabitha, can you introduce yourself and put in a plug for Viviendo?
Hi everyone, I'm Tabitha Marino. I am a program associate and I've actually met a couple of you before, so really excited to see you again and also to continue seeing you support the foundation. Thank you all so much for all you do. And then yeah, so speaking of Viviendo, that is a program that we're having this Saturday, May 11th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a Spanish educational program. We're going to provide breakfast, lunch, a lot of guest speakers will be coming on. So it's a really cool program. If anybody is available to attend, it will be at Malcolm X. If you want any more information, I will also leave my email in the chat. Happy to send that over. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Tabitha. Harry?
Hello, everybody. My name is Harry Morris. I'm the kidney mobile driver for NKFI, and I know a lot of you, and thank you very much for all your work and dedication and volunteering, and hopefully I'll see you again in the future. Thank you.
And Wesley?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Wesley Bauer. I'm the Senior Development Manager with the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois. So I have the pleasure of working with Molly, as well as Allie Widmer, who's our Senior Special Events Manager. Thank you all so much for everything you do. I also recognize a couple faces on this call, so thank you very much. Really excited to see everybody here. Thank you all for taking the time and looking forward to seeing you again in the future. And Janora, hello, good to see you. It's been a while, but it was lovely to meet you at one of our programs as well. So I know that name and I know that face. Good to see you.
Hey, Wesley, it's nice to see you guys too.
And John?
Hi, everyone. I am new to the NKFI team. I'm a student at Northwestern, medical student and business student. And I'm actually looking to help the NKFI make their volunteer pipeline and engagement more robust. So I'm looking forward to meeting everyone over the next year. And I'll be at the walk on June 9th. So I'll see you guys there.
So when John gets through with us next year, we're going to have 200 people on this call. Let's see. Did I miss anybody?
Nope.
So there's a few faces on here that I'm not sure I know Janora. The name sounds familiar. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Janora Stone, and I'm actually one of the new volunteers. So I wanted to come on tonight to be supportive of our honorees tonight. So hello, team. I've met Miss Jacqueline. I've met Rachel. I've met you before, Miss Monica, but I don't think you remember me. So, and of course, Wesley.
I remember the name.
Yes. So, yeah. So just looking
Awesome.
forward to working with you guys on future projects.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Gisela, would you like to introduce yourself? I think we have
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
My name is Gisela, and I'm a volunteer for about 3 years from the captain team, IMC, all together with Miguel.
Awesome. Thank you. And what about Pamela?
Same here. My name is Pamela, and I am with the with the Compton, Illinois team, Migrant Education with Migrant Council with Miguel over here.
Great. And Marin Gelly?
Hello, everyone. My name is Marin Trump, and I work with IMC as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it. It's been a great event and wonderful to have the opportunity to honor those who have worked so hard for us in this past year or more. And we look forward to working together with all of you. I'll turn it over to Jackie for some closing remarks.
Really, I am just so full now. The difference, I think what's the most important message to give and to leave is, please know you are making a difference. We value your time. We value, your heart, your passion, and just the difference that you are making is helping to change lives. And our final ask is, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a colleague about, continue to do that and to expand, what we're doing in the volunteer space and help you help us and help our kidney communities as we really approach this and really work to change the trajectory toward kidney health. So that's my final comment on you making a huge, huge difference, and we are most appreciative. So Monica, we can end, and and we'll be looking forward to seeing everyone at one of our engagements, programs, walks, kidney mobile screenings, outreach, and as community health talks, and as Sarah Jane indicated, multiple opportunities. So thank you.
Everybody get your walk team together.
Okay. Sydney the Kidney's gonna be there. So when we call from the stage and say we're ready to walk and we sound a little horn, we want you to be there. All right, guys, take care.
All right.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye. Thank
See your
you.
faces.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thanks,
Bye-bye. Take
everyone.
care.
Good night, everybody.